I have to be really honest. I thought this would be over already by now. I mean, I cannot believe this has been months and months and months and months of this, right? It's complete and total world upside down. Here we are again on the brink of another stricter lockdown. We're already in lockdown. We're not in lockdown. Everyone I know either is in quarantine or not in quarantine. This person's sick. This person, God forbid, all these things are happening. And the whole world is going through this. It's not just us. It's not just me. It's the whole entire world is going through an incredible test. So what makes it different than me going through this test or anybody else going through this test? That's the question. Right now I have this incredible ear infection in my head. And it's I say in my head because I feel like there's a knife sticking into my ear to my brain. I am in so much pain and I'm complaining and I'm crying and I'm just all the time complaining about this pain. It's taking over me. Now, a person can have a pain, and that would be like a normal human being reaction to pain. Cry, complain. A person is going through a test, which we all are in this world, and we can cry and complain. Normal knee-jerk reaction. Someone slaps you, and you sort of like, wow, what's going on here? Why isn't there anything changing? So we see in this week's Parsha that Am Yisrael, we were slaves. We're slaves in Egypt. And it was so painful. And they were crying and moaning and groaning. And I'm sure this was going on for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden it says that Hashem listened to them. Why all of a sudden? What is he listening? The Pasuk says, V'yishma Elokim et na'akatam. Maza na'akatam. What's this na'akatam? What was Hashem listening to? This screaming out? This groaning? Well, anyone could groan. Why? What is Hashem listening to? So Rav Shimshon Pinkus brings a Rashi from Parshat Vayitchanan of explaining what is this word of screaming out. He says from Sefer Iyov that Rashi explains that it's a lishon of tzaka, lishon of tefillah. Wait a minute. I thought they're just screaming. They're just doing some kind of natural knee-jerk reaction where my ear is hurting me and I'm just saying, ouch! They were, but they directed it towards HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And at that moment is when Hashem heard them. And he remembered, and he said, now it's time for the Geulah. We go through our day, and we have tests and challenges, whether the most small and the biggest one. And everybody in the world has challenges. Everybody in the world goes through things. They go through livelihood issues. They go through shalom bayit issues. It doesn't matter who you are and where country you're living in and anything. People give birth and people die, and this is called being a human being. People get hurt. People cry. Human. But what makes us different is because our knee-jerk reaction, when we direct it to the Ribbon Shalom, to Hashem, that's what makes a difference. Means even if I'm doing something like in my home, I'm just picking up. The moment I say, I'm not just picking up my home, I'm picking up my mini Beis HaMikdash. I'm doing something for you, Hashem. I'm not just washing my dishes. I'm washing the dishes as chesed. I'm not just crying, Hashem, because my ear's hurting me. I'm crying and I'm saying, only you, Hashem, can help me take away this pain or let it be for some kaparat, I don't know. When we direct ourselves in everything that we can do or cry about, because anyways you're crying, anyways you're worrying, anyways you're doing all these thoughts, so you might as well take the thoughts that you're worrying about anyways, and we direct it towards Hashem. And B'ezrat Hashem, just like we were once redeemed, we will be redeemed again. And it says also when someone finishes a siyum masechet, when they're saying this, there's a tefillah to say. When you enter, when you leave a shul, and it says, they work, they toil, and we toil. They're doing this, and we're doing this. But we're getting reward. And they're not. Why? Because we're directing it towards Hashem, and they're not. And that's huge. That's huge. The moment we can just take all this pain, and all this sadness, and all this worry and all this stress and turn it and bring it over and say, Hashem, I'm just directing it towards you. V'yishma Elokim. He listens to us, and B'ezrat Hashem, He will listen to us and bring us B'karov the Geulah Shlema. Shabbat Shalom.